Yeah, mate, so 14 days, all you can eat, and a private beach. Oh, sounds good, mate. I cannot wait. I will not be cancelling. No need for that. All right, mate. All right, take care. Well, that's the summer plan sorted. Hello? FIFA, what do you want? Why would I care about the World Club Cup draw? It's a stupid competition. We're in it. How are we in it? Why are we in it?
Jarune, za tebe mi dijete diše, tu je važno samo jedno, nogomet i ništa više. Jarune.
Hey guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to Jarun on The Impossible Dream. It is season 10, episode 12, I think it is today. But we were supposed to be finishing off the season, and we will do that, have our end of season awards. But we're in the FIFA World Club Cup, and I can't figure out how or why we're here. I thought maybe Croatia was hosting it, but it's being hosted in France. So, yeah, I can't quite figure it out. Only that maybe we're the highest ranked team that didn't like European rankings that got so far in the Champions League. I don't know. I can't figure it out. We've been one of 30 teams that have been seeded first for the draw. So let's go and have a look at it. And like I say, I don't quite understand how or why we're here. So this could be a bit of a lengthy draw. It looks like there's 8. So there's one pot. Is that what it is? There is no seeding, so anybody can get drawn anywhere. I guess we're about to find out. So, yeah. No, surely that they'd have to rig it so that you didn't have all European teams and all non-European teams in a group. So that's the first round out of the way. That's what Brazilian, so they get Marseille. That would have been a decent one. That's our group, that one. Boca get Deportivo, so the Guadalajara, that's Mexico, isn't it? Colo get Juventus. Auckland City, so that is looking like a group that you might like, although the Saudi teams have a bit of cash floating around, don't they? So maybe not. And that's looking like a decent group as well. Assuming we can just come out at any time. Porto, that's a bit of a weaker group, isn't it? Liverpool get that one. The Owl group get Bayern Munich. Boca and that get... Okay, so we've got Boca Juniors. That's a pretty good game. Bit of... illustrious in there, and I think they're, I believe, the biggest team in Mexico. So that's pretty good draws for us in terms of prestige, I would have thought. So we'll just quickly click through here, and we go to... Oh, I missed that. So there we go. So that's Group A. Group B gets topped off with Real Madrid. Owl's group gets Toronto FC, and we get Mainz. As far as other European teams go, not the worst, surely. Zamalek and River Plate. So that's just a one European. Monaco would be loving that, wouldn't they? And Man City get Barcelona. Oh, Al Sayed and Mameloni Sundowns absolutely distraught with that draw, aren't they? Paris loving life. And so there we go. That is the draw for the FIFA Club World Cup. We're in it. Don't know how or why, but it's going to be something different. We've never had that on the channel before. So, yeah, bring it on. I tell you what, you've got to say, top 2 teams progress, I've just checked. We've got to be a chance, don't we? I mean, Mainz will be tough, but you would imagine we should be very competitive against Argentinian, Mexican opposition, club opposition, I would have thought. So, yeah, bring it on, and let's see, maybe we can get, if we get out of the group, then you never know what we could do. So, yeah, I'm excited for this. It's going to be something a little bit different. It does, of course, mix up the summer transfer special somewhat, because this is going to be right dead smack in the middle of it. So yeah, that being said, we have made a signing, and there's no point hiding it back, because yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a different off season this time around. So let's have a look at our new boy. And this is him here. Now we've triggered a release fee to get him, 6.2 million. He arrives the 19th, so it's going to be just after that competition begins, I think, so we probably won't get to see him. But yeah, this was one of those. He was one of the top 50 wonder kids, so I just 6.2 million, didn't see a reason not to sign him, really. He's got good work rate, which for an attacking flary sort of player it's really, really rare, isn't it? Very, very good physically, quite good technically, and yeah, at only 19, already a Mexican international, I think we've got an absolute bargain there. And he did have a release fee, or did we get... I can't remember if we got a release fee or not. So yeah, I'm not sure if he had there was, I think he wanted one, and I can't remember if we negotiated it out or not at this point. So yeah, anyway, let me know what you think of him. I think he's going to do very, very well. He'll sort of share that role, that number 10 role with Siraj, and it kind of means Noah Skoko, he can probably go now, can't he? So that's going to be a sad day for me personally, because I failed in my bid to make him a Socceroo. But there is one game to catch you up on before we finish the season against Hajduk, and that was against Lokomotiva. Now, they had to beat us to avoid relegation. Let's see how they did. Siraj gave us an early lead, and Pusso made it 2-0 at half-time. Raz's run and cross resulted in an own goal for our third, before Lokomotiva got one late on. So, you know, we did enough. I've always struggled to win games once the league is secured, as we saw last episode. And, yeah, this was a fairly solid win. So, unfortunately for Lokomotiva, that does mean they are down. And we can see there the league table, that is official. Istra is going into the playoff. And European spots are all but secured. It's Dinamo versus Hajduk in the Cup. So that means that they are the five. We are the five that are going into Europe next season. So the only thing really left to play for, and what is not a great final day of the season, is whether you come third or fourth, Aussie and Hajduk, and we, of course, have the honour of going to Hajduk. So let's see if we can ruin that for them. It's a 4-2-3-1 that we're coming up against. Now, the team that we're sending out is a little bit of a who are we saying goodbye to, and yeah, that kind of a thing. We just need to replace Taninsky, who's managed to get himself injured somehow. So who can go on the bench for him? All right, we'll just stick Monsalvo on there. I'm not going to play them because I don't want these guys on bookings, or certainly the important guys. Oh, Butchman's got an injury. Ah, you muppet. All right, so I guess we will play Monsalvo in that case. And bit of a centre-back crisis for the final game of the season here. Anyway, that's fine. He can be on the bench, and if we need him, he can come on. So Pinta is in goal. He will be staying as long as I have anything to do with it. Skolaba, Crespi, Monsalvo, expecting all of them to say Torres. We've promised first-team football to Kovacic. We just want to play him as much as possible. Sithole and Palumbo, we could be saying goodbye to probably maybe even both of these guys. Palumbo is a team leader, so I probably want to keep him, but Sithole may have used up his worth. Skoko always plays against Hajduk because that's his former team. He plays well against them, but possibly it's a farewell performance for him with the new signing. Bertic is coming back from injury, and Matanovic, this will be goodbye for him because his contract is up. There's no point re-signing him at this point, and he's been a great player. Let's hope he goes out on a high. Alright, so we can see the team sheets here. This is, of course, the team that went the furthest in Europe of any Croatian team that got to the semi-finals, of course. They lost to Nice, I think it was, in the end in that one. So let's put on a show. Alright, we can get on board with that. We'll pump our fists. We'll get out there and, yeah, try and send Matanovic at least off in style. But yeah, I really don't understand how or why we are in the World Club Cup. I had to read it 3 times when I saw there was a draw coming up. I couldn't figure out, you know, why we were getting that message. Then I realized we were in it. So, yeah, I don't know if you guys ever. The only thing I can think of is that. So there's, you know, X amount of European teams that make it. I think it's supposed to be is it the finalists of the last 4 years? So that would be 8 teams, but there's more than 8 teams there. I don't know. So the only thing I could think of is that where we're ranked in the coefficient rankings as a club is that the same sort of, say, 3 or 4 teams have made it, or, you know, maybe the same 8 teams have all got to the quarterfinals, and then Torres with a cross in for Matanovic. Oh, it's just cleared off the line. And so maybe because those 8 teams are the same, then they look at sort of 9th, 10th, and whatever, of the teams that have made the last 16, maybe we are highest up, or one of the higher ones up the coefficient ranking. That's the only logic I can bring to the conversation. Outside of that, I just don't understand how or why we're there, unless making the semi-finals of the. But that was only of the Conference League, so surely not. It must go off the rankings. But I wouldn't have thought we're not that high up there. I think we're inside the top 30 or something. I think, but yeah, I wouldn't have thought that we're high enough up the rankings for that to even matter. But anyway, we're there. We've been drawn in it now, so they can't take us out of it, I don't think. So yeah, we'll just keep going and see what happens. So yeah, sort of what we'll do is we'll have our end of season awards, goal of the season, all that kind of stuff. We'll sort of end the season like we normally would do, And then next episode, instead of being a summer transfer special, there's obviously 3 group games. So we'll play the first 2 group games. And then we'll have, hopefully, the last group game and the first knockout round game. And we'll just kind of see how far we go to get to the start of the season. So, it's just a little bit different. And, yeah, like I say, I don't quite understand how a team that has made the last 16 of the Champions League once is in the World Club Cup of the champion for FIFA. But it's not even like we're a huge club that they want the money for us, Otherwise, they all fair enough. I'm sure they FIFA never been shy of a pound coin, have they? So there's a good ball for Bertic. Bertic from Matanovic. I think he's offside. He hasn't scored a goal yet this season, and that is one of the reasons. He hasn't had the game time that he would usually get. Oh, has what? Hey, Matanovic has got his farewell goal. Well, I'd like to see it again. I think that might be a little bit of sentimentality in that decision. He's behind the ball. He's behind the ball. All right, well done, Matanovic. And for one last time, at least. Yeah, he's a mile on. I was too busy looking at the defenders. So there we go. Excellent. Really nice to see that. Yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? It's not like tell you what, that should have been 1-1. It's not like we ever rejected a massive transfer fee for him. I think the most we ever got offered, Rotherham randomly were in for him a couple of seasons ago, and I don't even think the bid's got to 2 million. So Monsalvo's been booked, so he's going to be suspended for the start of next season, which is fine. We can deal with that for a game or 2. So yeah, it's not like we ever rejected a massive amount of money for him. And to be fair, he was very important. Even if it was just in the league, he was banging the goals in the league. But I think what we've seen this season particularly is that Madzar has sort of taken over that role. And, that's not the greatest pass, but we'll see. Yeah, and so he just hasn't had the game time. And the one reason that I always kept him was because of his, I tell you what, I mean, it's a good individual goal. But you've got to ask some questions about the defending on that one. Yeah, he had that big aerial strength, which is why I always kept him around. But we just don't use him anymore. So it's best to let him move on. And yeah, if that's on a free at the end of his contract, then we're not. Yeah, what are we going to do? Offer him a new one just to try and sell him on for some money? Like, it doesn't make sense to do that. So yeah, he will be moving on with our full love and support, I'm sure. All right, so Skoko, maybe one game too far for him against his former team. He bows out potentially at the club with a bit of a shambles. Palumbo's not having a great game, so let's get a youngster on for him in Haska. Here we go now with Bertic. Siraj. Oh, has he been fouled from behind there? Apparently not. And we'll go again. Skolaba to Sithole. Sithole, nice ball for Bertic. He goes all the way back to Skolaba. And we'll try again. I wonder, we are exploiting the middle to look for the overlaps. And we're not really getting the overlaps. But I equally don't think... yeah, just keep plugging away through the middle. It doesn't really seem to be working for us, does it? Bertic. Torres, there we go. That's the sort of ball that we needed. Siraj has got a little bit of space. Torres letting himself get closed down just to increase the difficulty. And Matanovic, I think it was again, has hit the crossbar. Torres again. And that is deflected behind for a corner. All right, so let's get rid of that. And maybe that as well. We'll just sort of play it as we see it a little bit. Let's give them some encouragement. And if we were at home, I'd give Matanovic the big sub him off, and maybe he could clap to the away fans. But I think we'll leave him on. Probably should have bought Dovakar off the bench, because he's looking like he could be a useful sort of third choice right back to sort of keep around as an auto-registered player, given that he's come through the squad, the academy and whatnot. Matanovic is injured. So let's not send him off on crutches. Let's bring on Madzar, to the official changing of the guard, you could say. But well done to Matanovic. What a player for Jarun he has been. One of the greats, really, hasn't he? He's been one of the greats. And unfortunately, we've not been able to sign off with a win, but he's got his goal. He's first of the season. And yeah, we've taken a point and probably ruined Hajduk's chances of getting third, you would have thought. And indeed we have. So well done to us. So it's as Jarun Dinamo go into the Champions League. Only, 7 points in the end. So that's as close as they got to us in a little while. Aussie, Hajduk and Slaven will I'm not sure who gets the spot in the Europa League yet. It might come down to who wins the cup, I suppose. But I think Dinamo's 2-0 up after the first leg. So Jarun, frustrated by draw. Matanovic with a tight groin. He will be off. And that is that for the season. We do have, of course, more games to come as it turns out. But wait right there for now. We'll be back for our end of season awards. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Jarun End of Season Awards! Thank you everybody. Thank you very much. Thank you and welcome to our Jarun End of Season Awards. Now we've got to keep these brief. Apparently we've got a flight to catch, which is just ridiculous. Still don't understand how we've got there. But anyway, we're off to France, which is going to be very, very exciting. Now the boys have done brilliantly this season, obviously caught the eyes of whoever it is that picks randomly teams to play in the World Club Cup. And that's to their great credit, isn't it? So well done, boys. Great season. Third title in a row. Let's go beat the world. So the first award this evening is the Golden Pen, awarded to the signing of the season. And let's face it, I only make good signings, don't I? So, yeah. So this guy must be good if he's won the best of all of them. So congratulations, the Golden Pen goes to Haim Raz. The next award is the Golden Spoon, awarded to the man who feeds the strikers, the player with the most assists. And this season, numbers were down a little bit, it must be said. But this guy, a familiar name in this category, with 10 assists. Congratulations, Hugo Torres. The next award is the Golden Anchor, awarded to the man we can rely on, the man with the highest average match rating. And again, numbers a little bit down this season, a little bit hot and cold at times, particularly domestically, I'd say, in the league. But this guy is fairly reliable, it must be said. So with an average match rating of 7.27, would you please keep your phones turned off in the audience? It's Eric Lacko. It is outrageous that you would even suggest that was my phone. I don't have my phone on me. Unbelievable, the disrespect. Anyway, the next award comes from the medical department. It is the Golden Cross for this season's most injured player. And this guy really, he had a bad one. He really, really did. He's come back strongly, though, missing 50% of the season. The Golden Cross goes to Martin Palumbo. Next up, it is the Golden Soother, awarded to the baby of the team, this season's best young player. And we have a lot of really good young players, but I've got to say, very few better than this bloke. So congratulations goes to Nicholas Mazzolani. Next up, it's one of the big ones. It is the Golden Boot for this season's top goal scorer. We've had a couple of maybe rotating familiar names in the past. This guy, though, is a new name on the Golden Boot trophy. So with 17 goals, a big congratulations to one of our academy kids, Sven Madza. The next award is the Horse's Ass, awarded to this season's worst player. And this guy started the season on fire, had a little injury, and then I think we got his twin brother. Did not look like a professional footballer at all. So a big congratulations. The Horse's Ass is Alan Burtich. And now it is time for an award that means so much to everybody here at the club. It is the Viewers Player of the Year. I want to thank everybody who took the time to nominate and vote for their Viewers Player of the Year. And I can tell you the man you have voted for is Tibor Pinta. Now, before we get to our Player of the Season, we do need to take a minute to acknowledge the Team of the Season. So if you do just direct your eyes up to the board, you will see the goalkeeper is, of course, Pinta. The back three is Monsalvo, Crespi, and Butchman. Your wing-backs are Holt and Torres. Your midfield duo is Montel and Raz. The number 10 is Siraj. And the strikers are, of course, Mazzoleni and Lacko. Congratulations, boys. You've all had brilliant seasons. Well deserved. Very well done. And now it's time for the big one. It is the player of the season, the Golden Star. And I can tell you that this bloke is potentially running down his contract, which is never nice. So hopefully we'll have a little contract renewal tucked in the back of the trophy for you, mate. But I've got to say, he's been brilliant for us. Really, really has. So congratulations. The Golden Star is Tariq Butchman. Congratulations. Well done to Tariq and the rest of the winners this evening. We've got a flight to catch, so if you are picked in the World Cup Club squad, if you do, just meet me out back. There is a shuttle to take us straight to the airport. Everybody else, enjoy the rest of your evening, and hopefully we put a good show on for you out in France. Good night, everybody. Thank you. Good night. Okay, guys, we've got to go. We've got to go now. Come on. So there we go, end of season awards are done, and now we can review the season. Let's have a look here, starting with our signings, and the Dominicano was, he was just here to do a job for us, which he did okay. Mazzoleni, A+, very, very good, and we didn't pay much for him either, did we? Suniak as, well, he's off pretty much. Haim Raz, 1.6 million. I think he's proved to be a very useful signing. And the other one, of course, that we got from our Argentina feeder team is from Estudiantes was Monsalvo. Again, A-. He has done quite well. Did anybody leave and do anything? Rupnik has gone off and played a lot and well in the Middle East. Ranocchia, same sort of thing. Reyes went to Porto. I'm surprised he played in Porto, to be honest, and did well off the bench for them. Fatakanti, not surprising to see him go off and play. He was a good player. Santa Maria was a backup goalkeeper. Antwi barely played in Lyon. Kozayev played a little bit off the bench, more so for Guingamp. We saw Brigic, we played against him, didn't we? That's not a regular starter. And Benasek has barely played either since he went to Lille, so none of that is particularly surprising, I don't think. So B- for our league season. Champions League, knocked out by Paris convincingly in the end. A B for that, though, reaching the last 16. The Cup, well, the Yags didn't quite get it done for us, did they? Super Cup we won, and the FIFA Club World Cup, still don't quite understand how we've got this far, but yeah, here we are. Moments to remember. So the 7-1 against Slaven, it was sort of a result out of the blue, somewhat. We were struggling at the time. The match to remember was our 2-1 win over Real Sociedad. That really got us underway in that league phase, didn't it? And then the goal of the season was Lacko's effort against Ajax, and that turned out to be a very good Ajax side, but still a very good goal by Lacko to win it. Well, not win it, but score, I should say. Would have been nice to win it. So the finances, well, look at this. We're going to be a 3.5-star reputation team. That can only be a good thing, can't it? With the exception of broadcast revenue, everything was up, which is always nice. And Matanovic led shirt sales. I wonder how many of those were sold on the final day of the season. Bertic, Torres, Zinco, and Montel, the other popular men. The team of the season, Pinter in goal is fair enough. Back three, fair enough. Torres and Holt is probably fair enough. Just about. I'm thinking Holt, but he did well. Just didn't really play in Europe, but he did okay outside of that. Montel and Raz in midfield. Siraj, Lacko, and Mazzoleni. It's all, again, Mazar. Mazar could probably feel a bit hard done by, but more or less that's fair enough. And the accolades. So Butchman was the fans player of the year, or just the player of the year, I suppose. Young player of the year was Mazzoleni, so that's well done to him. Signing of the year we saw already was Raz. Goal of the season, we'll vote on that ourselves, of course. The Golden Boot went to Madzar, not bad for a 19-year-old academy kid. Torres led the way in the Golden Spoon. Madzar, most man of the match awards, we don't give it out on the night, but well done to him. Highest average match rating, the Golden Anchor, went to Lacko. And most passes completed per 90 minutes, again, we don't give it out on the night anymore anyway. And it was Bosniak that got that done. And most goals in a match, it was a club record for Madzar, his 4, which I think, did he get it in a league or a cup? And it was a record in that, whichever one, it was a league match. So yeah, I think the actual club record is in a cup match, and it's more than that. I got myself a few records though there, a few accolades I should say, which is nice, and nothing there in terms of player awards either. So history in the making. It was a pretty good season all in all, wasn't it? So and of course we're not done yet. we do still have this World Club Cup. But we do, before that, of course, have our goal of the season competition. So the way this works, as you know, and you can have a look here at the all-time 11, or squad anyway, while I go through this, there will be the goal that the game gave, that wonderful strike by Lacko, plus 3 others I deem worthy. And you'll be able to vote. In the little video here, you'll see a link at the top of the description just below. Click on that, take you through to a straw poll. Vote on your goal of the season. I'll announce the winner as we get our league campaign off next season. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to something a little bit different this summer. It's going to be the World Club Cup. We're going to have at least 3 games in that, hopefully more. And it's going to be interesting. It really, really is. Until then, guys, I've been Aussie Bill. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars. Crashing in my car, wake up in a bar. I'll be a superstar, just on my avatar. This world is so bizarre, empty out the reservoir. Yeah, I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? Sometimes you need to let loose, grab juice, get goose, tattoos, taboos, get screwed. Loosen up, buttercup, all those hate comments will never make you feel enough. We're all adequate graduates, hearts full of calluses, but we know calculus. Damn, ain't that fabulous. Can't wait to apply all those mathematics.
And here are our top 4 goals from the 32-33 season. Don't forget to vote for your favourite.
Fuck you, you're lost. We all know that we never really want a boss. So I'ma do what I want to. Something I can't undo. Yeah, I'ma do what I want to. Something I can't undo. I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this place. Don't know how to stop when I'm feeling this way. So I'm taking 6 shots till I'm feeling okay. I think I'm going crazy, don't think I'll get home safe. So I'm taking 6 shots, all straight to the face. I'm taking 6 shots, are you coming with me? I'm taking 6 shots, yeah, straight to the face. And I wanna get lost, I'm sick of this